Oh, you've done it now, Johnny.
Welcome to the breakdown with Jay and Nell, where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown.
Welcome to the breakdown with Jay and Nell. I'm Jay, and we have Mr. G on the show with us again.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you being here, man. Like I said, I appreciate again putting me on a platform, talk to sport with you, man. Can't wait.
Yes, sir. We're gonna get into these NFL free agents, but before we start, how's your week, Mr. G?
Man, it was busy, man. Like I said, I'm actually off of spring break because I'm a teacher, so it's been good. But like I said, I'm also now a coach for my school now, so I'm a head coach. So now I'm going to that realm, getting
Ooh,
tournaments and stuff ready. So it's just definitely going to heat up the last like I got like 9 weeks left of school, so I'm excited.
ooh, well, congratulations on your new position. You know,
Appreciate it, man.
I know you're gonna kill it. You kill everything you do, so.
Hey, thank you, man. And like I said, hey, you keep on doing this podcast, bro. Like I
Yes,
said,
sir. Well, we're gonna get into these free agents for y'all. We're gonna give y'all our best moves, our worst moves, most improved
mhm.
teams, which teams may have taken a step back in free agency, and
Yep.
we're gonna talk about the best available free agents. So,
We.
Mr. G, you can go ahead and kick us off. What is your best move or best moves of free agency?
Well, before we get started, like I know we talked about it before we got on, but it's crazy how many people get signed, re-signed, how many people it is. I was telling again, Jay, I was like, man, there's so many people. Again, it's a 53-man roster for all these different teams. It took me so long to do this, all this research. But again, it's fun and exciting to see again how these prospects will do with their new places, or again if they get re-signed because they earned it based on their money. So it's definitely was a process for sure. But like I said, I'll start off with my best moves. One of my first best moves was Joey Bosa to the Bills. I know he's 30 years old. He's had some injuries, but I think again the Bills get another defender to help them on that side of the ball because again the Bills were very surprised on their offensive end.
Mhm.
On the offensive end. So it was like something that was different, but I like that move. Joey Bosa to the Bills. It's just a 1 year deal. I know he's already 30 years old, but I think he'll be beneficial to the Bills. And then you want to go ahead and go? I'm going to go ahead and give you one.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give one.
All right, go ahead.
I'm surfing Twitter right now, like you said, there's so many deals that have happened already.
For sure. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Justin Fields. I like Justin Fields.
Yep. I like
Signing
that
with the New York Jets.
one. Mm-hmm.
New York Jets, they don't have a quarterback right now, and Justin Fields, he's still young enough to be a franchise quarterback.
Yes.
So it's kind of like he gets his opportunity. Like he doesn't have nobody looking over his shoulder or nothing
Mm-hmm.
like that. And he's also reunited with Garrett Wilson. They played in college together at Ohio State.
All
So
right. That'll be a good connection right there.
yeah, and he
Mm.
has a few of his other college teammates on the Jets too. But
Okay.
I like that fit a lot. I think he'll be fine there. I think he'll fit in
Mm-hmm.
fine. As long as they build the team around him, they already have some nice young pieces right there already.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that one. Yeah, that was one on my list too. Justin Fields to the Jets. It's 2 years, 40 million, so not like a huge risk. And again, he's still like you say, he's young. He's 26 years old, so it's not like it's too far fetched. He's 30 year old and up, or like the Aaron Rodgers they had before that. It's kind of like now they can actually try to build something with this young core. And again, they have Justin Fields, which he is again number one quarterback for a team. I know they had Russell Wilson, last year with Pittsburgh, but he really couldn't develop. So I think with the Jets, hopefully get their ownership and everything together with their, head coaches, hopefully they want to do that again through that process and hopefully have a successful year. But yeah, definitely Justin Fields was another good one. So another one I'll go into that was one of the best moves. Speaking of Steelers was DK Metcalf going to the Steelers. I think that was a great pickup. Like, DK Metcalf, he's still only 27 years old. I thought he was almost 30, but I was like
Yeah, I
27.
did too.
Yeah, like 27 years old, you're still pretty much, you're in your prime right now. So I think again he's going to benefit. But of course, the only question mark is who's going to throw him the ball though. So because again, have Aaron Rodgers, we have possibly Russ coming back, or possibly maybe build something through the draft. I don't know if they have a top pick or not, but again, they got to figure out that process. And again, we still don't know, and it's Friday around 2 o'clock, so they still don't know what they're going to do. But
Yeah,
especially go ahead and make sure he got his extension to the 4 years, 132 million. So make sure he's there long term too. So I think that was a great pickup by the Steelers, and hopefully they have one of those quarterbacks that comes back to them. Russ, probably not, but I said if they do Aaron Rodgers, he's still older too, so it's kind of like still one of those icky type things. But at least again, the Steelers have a number one wide receiver now.
yeah, I like that move a lot. That was actually he was on my list too, but
Mm,
I like it. They have somebody to compliment George Pickens now. Um, they got a nice little running game, nice young running game, nice young running back. Like you
mm,
said, they just need a quarterback. And I was talking to this about somebody yesterday. We
mm,
was talking about the Steelers and
yeah,
about Aaron Rodgers wanting to go there. I was like, it's kind of an awkward fit because
yeah,
I mean, honestly, I did Aaron Rodgers. He should retire. Like, he's just hanging up.
mm,
Honestly, like I don't think he could provide anything to any team. Like he lost his ability to escape out of the pocket. Like that Achilles injury really messed him up.
mm,
Messed up his mobility, so he's not as mobile. He's just a stationary quarterback. And that's not his game. That's not the type of thrower he is. So
mm.
um
Okay,
I really wanted to resign Justin Fields, but I
yeah,
guess
mm.
I guess they don't feel the same way about Justin Fields like me and you do. So
for sure.
but
Mm.
honestly huh?
Which was surprising for sure. Like,
Yeah.
oh no. Hmm.
Honestly, I think they should resign Russell Wilson. I think that's their best bet right now.
Hmm. Okay.
I saw my draft of them getting Shadur, but I was like, I don't think Shadur's gonna slide all the way down to 21st. That's when the Steelers pick.
Ooh,
So
21st, that is a big drop.
yeah, I don't think he's gonna slide that far.
Mm. But again, if it happens, hey, they'll take it.
Oh yeah, if it happens, then they need to run up to that podium.
Yeah. To make sure thank that man for coming. Because again, of course, Shadori, he's a great talent. And he's don't have his flaws as a rookie, but that'll still be a good starting point for the franchise. And you having DK Metcalf, and I forgot the other guy's name in Pittsburgh too. But yeah, they have that good start though. So and again, Russ, he's okay, but again, he's not. We saw last year, of course, just wasn't it. It wasn't the right fit. So. Mm,
um, the next one on my list. Yeah, the next one I have on my list. I like the signing of Drake Greenlaw, the linebacker from the 49ers. The
mm,
Broncos signed him
yeah,
to a 3-year deal, 35 million.
I saw that. Mhm.
Yeah. Broncos defense is already good as it is, and they're able to add a player like Drake Greenlaw. I know he's coming off of the Achilles. Yeah, he had Achilles injury.
Yes. But yeah.
Coming off the Achilles injury, but when he's healthy, he's still a great player. So
Yeah.
Broncos, they made some good moves. Like I like the Evan Ingram move too,
Yep. That
and
was a good move too.
they
Yep.
also got Hufanga from the 49ers too, the safety. So
Yep. So yeah, Broncos are really building something right there for sure. I know. I said it was. I did see someone say, the same person he talked about, like it came from that Achilles injury. That's a lot of money to pay him. But it's kind of like Broncos had some money to spend, so as they had to get to somebody. And again, they need some help on the defensive side of the ball. Also on offense, but I think that was still a good move though overall though.
yeah.
hmm Yep. So I'll probably jump right to my next one. I would say the Cowboys. I actually give them a a best move. I actually
Oh, okay.
I can't pronounce his last name, but it's Osa.
Oh,
I
also Diggy Zoo.
Yeah, Osa Odigizua to the Cowboys again, locking him down, especially because losing DeMarcus Lawrence. Was I know that was a big hit, but of course we saw what his intentions were. So probably talk about that later. But
Yeah.
but I think that's actually was a good pickup. Actually just re-signing him and giving him the money that he deserves. So I saw he did have a pretty good season last year for the Cowboys. So I was like, okay, Cowboys trying to do something, I guess. But of course, they could do more. But I just saw it as that one. I was like, okay, he seemed like he was a really good defender, and like he's worth the money. Of course, he still needs to sign Micah, but I think signing him was a good step. But of course, to other steps they still need to make though.
Yeah, there's a lot of more stuff they have to do
Mm,
to improve this team.
correct.
But I do have a move for the Cowboys. But I'm gonna talk about the Cowboys later.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead. Go
next
ahead.
move I have is it's not a free agency move. It's a trade. I
Mm,
like the trade that the Raiders did for Geno Smith.
oh yeah.
Uh, Traded with the Seahawks for a third round pick. Uh, and Geno Smith, he's shown he can be a competent starting quarterback. He can
Correct.
win you some. He can win you some games. He can get you into the playoffs.
Hmm.
Um, and I think that was the best option maybe available for the Raiders at quarterback.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's experienced. He's also reunited with Pete Carroll. Um, and I like it a lot. I like the move a lot. And you can still draft your quarterback with the sixth
Yeah, you still
overall
can.
pick, and they can
Mm,
just sit and learn behind Geno.
yeah. So yeah, I definitely agree with that one because Gino again, he has some playoff experience. Playing with Pete Carroll, having every connection there. I know, like I said, wide receiver pool isn't too high with the Raiders, but again, at least they have a start off somewhere. Like you say, you got to start with a QB, and Geno Smith is a very viable, quarterback. You know, for his time, it's kind of like, yeah, go ahead and take the chance with it. I know Seattle didn't work, and the Raiders can start off new to see what happens. So I like that move. So, and then my next one, probably one of my last ones, will be, of course, Debo Samuel going to the Commanders. That was again a steal, probably one of the best steals for the Commanders. Out of all the things they did, because they've done a lot of things to help out Jaden Daniels. Because they see that he's still on that rookie scale contract, so he can go ahead and sign other players and get other players involved. And again, they got so far last year, adding a weapon like Debo. Woo, man, Cowboys out. Yeah. But so I'm just seeing that, and then it just it's something that's game changer for them. Another playmaker for Jay Daniels to throw to. Was I know he was upset, with the 49ers and all that. So and it was quick how quick they did it too. So it was pretty remarkable. But hey, all love to Commanders, even though we don't like you, but it's Cowboys fan. But again, I mean, they got a steal right there. You can't go wrong if someone's available like that. You go get them.
Yep. Yeah, that was a good move.
Hmm.
I think it's gonna benefit them more in the running game because I
Yeah,
know Debo's running ability is
correct.
he has great running ability, and this times 49ers they line him up in the backfield, they
Yeah.
hand the ball off to him like a traditional running back, and he
Hmm.
also can and he could bust the game open on a jet sweep play or something like that.
Yeah.
So
He's that
I,
gadget type player that any
yeah,
team would like to have.
yeah, so they have that. They had that element to their offense. They still have Scary Terry and
Hmm.
Jaden Daniels, his mobility, and
Yep. Hmm.
Brian Robertson, their running back.
Oof.
They just need a tight end, and I think
Yeah.
the Commanders will be okay
For sure.
offensively.
Yep. Definitely. Definitely.
But I like the Debo move. I hate it for my Cowboys, but it's a smart football move.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
Yep. So, all right. Yeah. Another best move.
Yeah. This is the
All right. Good.
Cowboys one I was telling you about. Let
Oh,
me
okay. Good.
go back to it. I like we traded for a linebacker yesterday. We traded for Kenneth Murray Jr. from the Tennessee Titans.
Yep. I did see
For
that.
yeah, we gave him a 6th round pick. Yeah, we gave him a 6th round pick, and we got a 7th round pick back in that deal. So I
Fair.
like Kenneth Murray. He's around 26, 27, still somewhat young.
Yeah.
And with the injury to Overshawn, our running back room is pretty thin. We don't know when
Hmm.
Overshawn's going to come back, or if he's going to come back this season.
All
Maybe
right.
next season. But
Correct.
I like them acquiring Kenneth Murray.
Hmm.
He's a traditional middle linebacker. He's very aggressive. Um, I know sometimes he can miss in the open field, or if he
Yeah.
cleans that up, if he gets with the coaching staff and able to clean that up, he'll
Mm,
be a good player for us. But I like they were aggressive at linebacker because they grabbed another linebacker too from the Bears. So
yeah, I saw that too. Yep.
Matt Eberflus, he's our defensive coordinator, but he was also the former head coach of the Bears. So
Ah, gotcha.
he has
Okay.
experience with that linebacker. That linebacker already knows his defense. So
All
and
right.
he's young. He's 24. So
Oh man, 24. Oh
yeah,
yeah, you got right.
go ahead and add him to the group. We already have uh, Maurice Luafau, the rookie from Notre Dame. We have him.
Oh
We
yeah,
still have Damone Clark. So
yeah. They built some of that defense.
yeah,
Like I said, got to work on the opposite side though.
the linebackers, yeah, them linebackers starting to come together.
Mhm.
All right, I guess that's it for our best moves, y'all. Y'all let us know if y'all agree or disagree with us. We're gonna move over
Yeah.
to our worst moves of free agency.
Phew. There was something for sure. I was like, I was looking at some of these contracts and looking at exactly where these people were going. I was like, yeah, she got probably overpaid or something like that, or it's like it just didn't fit. So one of my first ones, of course, it's a hit or miss. People can like it, people will love it, but I think Sam Darnold to the Seahawks. I don't like that move. I think they're overpaying for him
hmm
because again, I know the thing is, especially for quarterbacks, it's like he had that one good year, and which he did have an amazing year with the Vikings. I cannot, he had a wonderful year. Of course, it was a crash and burn though in the playoffs though. So, but it didn't transpire though. That's the thing. That's the thing with Sam Darnold. I see again, he has these upward hires, but it comes back again and bite people sometimes. Especially now the Seahawks not having again Tyler Lockett, not having DK Metcalf. They don't really have any weapons he can really throw to. So again, you're giving him this amount of money, and it's kind of like, and the thing is, he had Justin Jefferson to throw to, and other weapons, with the Vikings. So there was a lot of balanced offense there too. And of course, he did wonderful when I think it was man to man. He was able to make the reads. The zone defenses, he can't make it as often. I saw he threw a lot of interceptions. There was a
hmm
lot of mistakes there, with that. So I was like, again, he's only 27. He's still developing. But 3 years, $100 million. That's a lot of money to Sam Darnold. Going to the Seahawks, pretty much no weapons, and just got rid of Geno too. So it's kind of like, where do you already go from here? So I would say again, just my personal opinion. Other people can say different, but I think I think that wasn't a good move by the Seahawks though to pay him that much money.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one because honestly, if I was Sam Darnold, I would have took like less money to stay with Minnesota. Like that's your best
Yep.
situation. That's your best like chance to win.
Hmm.
Um, you had the chemistry with everybody there. You have a good relationship with the play caller. Like, why go to the Seahawks? Seahawks are a rebuilding team. They're not gonna be contending anytime soon.
Nope. But I guess again, money talks. I guess he
Yeah,
wants
it's the money.
off the money. So.
It's the money. Yep. These players trying to cash in when they can.
Yeah, which makes sense though, because again, especially with football being a physical sport too, these players trying to get the money while they can. Because of course, I'm gonna talk about my next worst move after yours. Was one player again got a big contract, but again he said something earlier before about winning championships. So you probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, but it's kind of like one of those things. Okay, which one you try and go towards now? Because again, Sam Darnold's only 27, so I get it for him. It's probably one of his probably last big contracts right now. If he has any injuries or if he has a down year, it's like he's still guaranteed that money no matter what. Majority of that money. So I think that's why he says one of those things. Is like it depends on what type of player you are though in your situation.
Yep. I think I know the player you're talking about because I'm about to bring him up. Miles Garrett.
Yes.
He was
Yep.
talking all this smack about wanting to win the championship, and
Mm-hmm.
he was like, "I know Cleveland, they're not trying to win championships," and it wasn't all about the money. He actually wanted to win, but apparently, I guess it was
Mm-hmm.
about the money because he chose to stay. So,
Come on
I mean,
now.
technically, he's not a free agent, but he's trying to force a trade. So, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's a big loser here. One of the worst moves because you're not gonna win. You're not you know spending your career is gonna be wasted in Cleveland. Like you're not gonna win.
Yep.
So
Mm, definitely agree on that.
it's
Definitely.
crazy. You have all the talent in the world. You one of the best at your position, and you playing on the trash team.
Yep. And where you could again kept your request, your trade again, and somebody would threw something at you. They would threw some picks at Cleveland to again get you on your team. But again, and to a winning organization that you wanted to play for. But with Cleveland again, we know. Sorry, Cleveland again. It's just how it is with the Browns again. It hasn't, the quarterback situation that never worked out. Again, it's always injuries or something happens. But Cleveland again, even in their future with Deshaun Watson, it doesn't look promising though. Because his off the court stuff, off the field stuff, and his on field play, it hasn't transpired to anything since he's been a Brown pretty much. So that's why I was like, Myles Garrett again. You either pick one side or the other. You can't just be flip flop. Like, just because they're throwing money at me now, I want to come stay. I was like, no, if you want to win, go win. Again, like you just said again, he's again pretty much top three again defender right now, probably the best defensive lineman at this moment. And it's like make a decision, man. So he made his decision. Hey, you get that money, but you're gonna lose though. You're gonna lose. So yeah. So I definitely agree with that one. So I would say my next loser would be there was a cornerback, Nate Hobbs. He signed a 4-year, $48 million contract with the Packers. So I would say that was a bad move because last year he had the worst years of his career. He was coming off ankle injury and career low 6.4 force and completion percentage. So he really couldn't, get to the ball like he's supposed to. So with the Packers investing that much money into a cornerback that, had one of his worst years last year, and then you're going to just sign him in for 4 years too. Like, again, some people do rentals, at the 1 year, see how it's going to be. Okay, he had an off year, he may come back. But so for signing him for 4 years though, it's like that was a little bit of a stretch for the Packers to do that. I know they try and get it back into their championship, with Jordan Love and all that. But, with this, when I saw this, I was like, this is very interesting why I want to put this money and 4 years committed to this guy, to, come off one of your worst years and like not really being beneficial as a cornerback, on the defensive side of the ball. So it's kind of like, that was a little questionable for me. So that was just one I just saw. Again, not a big name, but I was like, I got to bring this one up for sure. So Packers wasn't a good move there.
I appreciate you bringing that one up because I don't know who that is.
Yeah, but he was good the years before, but this past year he didn't have a good year. And it seems I forgot what team he played for before because I forgot to jot that down. But yeah, I think it was like Seahawks or something like that. But yeah, and it just came out of nowhere. I was like, this doesn't look good. Let me just go ahead. Yeah, no, that wasn't good. So that was one.
All right. That's good. I appreciate you bringing that one up because I'm pretty sure there may be some people out there that don't know who Nate Hobbs is. So,
Well, I guess the Packers fans will know who he is.
yeah.
All right, what you got? He's scrolling through and seeing.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
It was kind of hard though, because again, sometimes you don't know all these players too. So, did you want
And
me
then
to do another
some
one?
of them are actually pretty good deals too. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So, did you want me to go another one? Why you thinking?
oh, I got one.
All right, go ahead.
We're gonna go ahead and talk about Mr. DeMarcus Lawrence.
Uh-oh.
He signed a 3-year, $42 million deal with the Seahawks, $18 million guaranteed.
Yep.
And his comments he made yesterday, it didn't really make sense. It made sense from a
Did
Cowboys perspective, but from him trying a winning perspective, it didn't make sense.
no, it
So,
did not. Not at all.
so he stated he was gonna win a Super Bowl, if he would stay with the Cowboys.
Mm,
Paraphrasing, and then him and Michael Parsons going back and forth. Michael Parsons called him. He was being envious and hating or
yep.
whatever.
They call him a clown.
Yeah, called him a clown.
Yep.
And then Marcus Laws was like, well, maybe you shouldn't be podcasting. You should be focusing more on football. So,
Yep. I was like, wee.
but I was like, you talk all that smack, but the Seahawks are not going to contend anytime soon either. Like, they're in rebuilding mode as well.
Correct.
And Sam Darnold, we already saw what Sam Darnold could do in the playoffs, and he doesn't really have any weapons, like you said earlier.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like you're just chasing your bag at this point because you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win a Super Bowl with the Seahawks.
Nope. Mm-mm. So I would definitely be getting rid of that DeMarcus Lawrence shirt I have.
Yep.
Would not
I
be
think
rep.
it was a good move for the Seahawks, but not for the Marcus
Yeah.
Lawrence. Like if you wanted to win, you could have went somewhere else.
Correct. Because again, the Cowboys seemed like they weren't going to pay the money, so because they were looking elsewhere. So especially when they gave Osa his bag, it was like, oh yeah, he's probably not going to get his stuff. So yeah, it did make sense with that. It's like, of course. Again, let's be honest. As a Cowboys fan, we're not championship ready right now. We're not. And again, we don't. Again, other moves have to be made. But for him to come out and say that and then go to a team like the Seahawks, come on now. Now, if you went somewhere like the Chiefs or like the Eagles, or people that have been in contention, Baltimore, Buffalo, all those people that are in contention, that'll be a different story. But you going to the Seahawks? Come on now. Sorry, House fans, but again, you gotta be honest. Again, you don't really have much to build off right now. So it's like, come on, DeMarcus, you really gonna start that war with us? Hopefully, we play y'all. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully we play them. I don't think we play them in the regular season, but if they somehow make the playoffs, and if we make the playoffs, I hope we play them. But
yeah,
I would like to see what other offers he had because he said he had a lot of offers. So I was like, what made you want to pick the Seahawks?
I know. It was like, was the other teams that more trash, like the Panthers or something? Sorry, DeMarcus. I don't know what you're doing, my guy. So another one that made my third one of the worst move was probably my last one. 'Cause I have other ones too, but I said the one that kind of stuck out to me. I said I don't really know right now, but I said this is what I think. Darius Slay going to Pittsburgh. I don't think that's a good move because for him, like I said, just based on what I think is, because he's 34 already and he'll be 35 soon. I know, again, everybody's on the Slay, I get it, but again, he's older now. He might past his prime. And like I said, it may be different because he's best in zone, but with Pittsburgh's defense, they mostly play man. So I was like, how would he, incorporate his, style of play to make sure it fit Pittsburgh's defensive schemes? So of course, come out Super Bowl, that's great and all, but his play again, he was as impactful based on from my understanding. But was he really impactful, for the Eagles this season? Do you remember? Because I know we don't watch the Eagles like that, but
I'm gonna say no because I know they were playing the two rookie cornerbacks a lot. So
See,
I don't think he was really on the field like that. Maybe probably like half the snaps or something like that.
correct. Okay.
I think that's why the Eagles was like just so quickly to move on from him because they wasn't really playing him like that, and that was easing the rookies in there. So
I gotcha. See, so that could make a big difference. And again, like I said, being an older cornerback at that time, it's kind of like sometimes you're not as fast. You can't get to spots where you need to be. So I think, again, even though it's only a 1 year rental for $10 million, but it's like maybe that 1 year and he probably just gone after that. He just pretty much retires probably. Because I'm surprised he just retired. He's just 34, 35. That's pretty much, you're not a quarterback. You can't play that long at a cornerback position being over 30, maybe 33, 34. Depending on if you can keep up with the young guns out there. So I was just surprised by that, but hey, still a chance. Let's see what happens though. So yeah, that was one of my worst moves.
all right, that's a good one. I'm gonna see if I have one more. If not, we're gonna move on.
All right, if not, I got another one in the bag for you, my guy.
Well, we coming through the clutch for me, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did you want to go ahead and talk about it real quick? Wait, you think?
Yeah, you go ahead. We go ahead and talk about it.
All right, I'll go ahead. The next one was Daniel Jones. That 1 year, $14 million.
I was thinking about that one too.
Yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, when I think about Daniel Jones, of course, with New York Giants, of course, we all remember when he took that long ass run and he tripped over his own feet. That's always.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
he should have scored a touchdown in the playoffs. Like, bro, what are you doing?
He literally tripped over his own feet because it was like I think 10 or 15 yards away from getting a touchdown. He literally tripped over his own feet. So I was like, once that happened, I was like, yeah, it
That
ain't
was
gonna
a
be
big
pretty.
that was a big play too. I think it was like 40 or 50 yards. I was
Yeah, it
like,
would have been like a 67-yard run if he made it all the way to the end zone. But when he tripped on his own feet, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy here. I was like, yeah. So he of course signed a 1 year, $14 million deal with the Colts. And I think you overpaying for possibly a backup QB. You know, backup QBs they make six to maybe 10 at max, maybe. But for 14 million for possibly again, because Anthony Richardson he wasn't bad, but he's had his issues, off the field, and on the field sometimes. It's just got that maturity it needs to be with Anthony Richardson. I see because he had made those comments, about I was too tired. I was like you can't make comments like that. But hey, maybe one of those situations, because I don't see them being like a big the Colts being like a big like the Vikings in that situation with Sam Darnold. I don't see them being like so I'm gonna take off. Okay, I'm being like 10+ wins. I don't see them being like that though. So again, if it does work out with Daniel Jones, he might be out of the league possibly. So, but again, Anthony Richardson, man, I would say they're right there with each other. I can't say Anthony Richardson is better than Daniel Jones. I can't say which one is which. It's like pretty much a flip of the coin, pretty much, and we'll land to whoever gets the job. So it's just interesting to see how that'll play out. Because if he does lose that the starting job, I don't see anybody else who'll be like, oh, itching over me go get Daniel Jones. No, I don't see that if he doesn't make it through this one. So
all right, that's a great move. I did have the move I was looking for, but
oh, okay.
yeah, I don't think. I mean, I think Anthony Richardson. I think he should still get the starting job. That's what I
Correct.
think.
Well, I say yeah, for sure.
I mean, Danny Jones would be a good backup, but
Yeah.
that's it.
But yeah, but I know again they've been talking, of course, about how they can compete for the starting job too. That's what I've been seeing. So
Yeah, I've been saying that
hopefully,
too.
hopefully, just let Anthony Richardson, but he's still a younger quarterback. Daniel Jones a little bit older than him, I think, about maybe a few years. So it's like let Anthony Richardson just take it and see what happens. So, yep.
All right, my last move
Uh,
it's another trade. Houston Texas trading away Laramie Tunsil
oh
to the
yeah.
Commanders for a fourth round pick in exchange for okay, they got a third round pick, and seventh round pick, and
Mm-hmm.
I think they gave away
Yeah, I think it was.
yeah.
Who was
Yeah,
it?
it's something like that. It's something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
remember it. Yeah.
that's
Mm.
how they explained it in the article. It's kind of weird, but
Oh.
uh, but yeah, it was a bad trade. Why would you trade away one of your best offensive linemen? And CJ
Yeah,
Stroud, he's one of the most sacked quarterbacks this past season.
correct.
They
Mm-hmm.
also traded away another offensive lineman too. I was like, so what are y'all doing? Are y'all gonna go offensive heavy in the draft or what? Like, what are y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a bad move in terms of like protecting your quarterback. So
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's why I say I didn't understand why they would do that. Because again, like you said, you're giving commanders another again weapon to use again, another lineman they have. So it's still like, come on, Texans, you really want CJ Stroud to be your your QB1 for future? You gotta protect them. You gotta protect them. So don't know.
all right, you guys gonna move over to our most improved teams in free agency.
All right, I'll breeze through mine real quick. So first one, of course, Commanders we talked about, of course, two big moves they made. Getting the offensive tackle there, and then again Debo Samuel, and of course other moves they made. But those two big right there, just they already improved already by those two moves. So that was one. And then I saw the Buccaneers. They just re-signed their guys. I think them just re-signed their guys, especially Chris Godwin, making sure they locked them up for 3 more years. And of course, two other people I forgot who they were, but again, I just see they just stay consistent. Of course, I don't think the Buccaneers are going to be like championship contenders or anything like that, but there's going to be just in the midst, and I think that's just for them. Ever since Tom Brady, they just want to be in the midst. Baker Mayfield not going to take you too far, but again, he's a serviceable quarterback and get the job done pretty much. So then I have two more. Actually, I like the Bears what they're doing too. Chicago Bears,
Yes.
getting some offensive line help. Of course, they still need some help on the outsides. Wide receiver. Help as well. Defense. I know it assigns some defenders as well, but I like again they getting some more protection for Caleb Williams. So to make sure he's successful, because of course we saw when he does not have any work, does no one's blocking, he can't throw the ball. That's for any quarterback.
Yeah.
So, but again, we see like the flashes of okay, oh, we can see like those. Oh yeah, he can be good. He can make plays when he's protected. So, and then my last one will be, of course, the Patriots. Oh, Danny just signed someone else right now, but but because they have so much money though, they have so much cap space though.
Yeah.
So I knew again, and of course one that one I forgot to talk about was Carlton Davis to the Patriots. I think that was a great pickup for them. That was one of the biggest moves. I like that, and of course, got to figure out who's the quarterback going to be though, because I know he's still in that rebuilding process. But I like again, at least they're trying to do something. They're at least trying to pay some guys. They're at least trying to go in some type of correct directions. Of course, the QBs they have Joshua Dobbs, Drake May, and then Joe Milton III, which is the quarterback that they think they drafted last year. So I said I like those are the teams. I said the Patriots, the Bears, the Buccaneers, and the Commanders were my most approved teams.
Okay. Just a good list. I
Mm.
completely just escaped past the Bears.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I forgot all about them. I was like, I was thinking about. I was like, they did make some big moves, but
Mm.
I just went right past them for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, but there's actually
Uh,
like on the website on I think it was NFL.com where they actually can pick like the different teams and like can look at exactly what moves they made. So when I looked at the Bears, oh wow, oh they actually did some stuff. So yeah, so that's why they were on my list. When I went past them, I was like, okay, cool, I did something.
all right.
Yep.
First team I have is the Broncos. I like to sign under Evan Ingram.
Okay.
Tight end. That's a great little security blanket for Bo Nix. I like that.
Yes. Mm.
We talked about Greenlaw. I like that signing as well. Added to that defense. That defense is the strength of that team right now. So continue to build that defense up.
Mm.
That's good. And I like the signing of Hafunga too at safety. I don't know who
Okay.
the other starting safety is, but I like Hafunga. He's a good safety.
Okay. Okay. Mm. All right. Oh, that was all your the teams.
Oh no, I have a couple of more.
Oh, okay, but
I like the Bengals, the running it back with T. Higgins. And we
oh
signed
yeah.
T. Higgins to the
Mm.
franchise tag. Hopefully he gets a long term deal.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm
They are,
afraid of with them though, because they're not long time. Like they're not giving their wide receivers long term deals though. Especially
yeah.
that's the only thing I'm afraid of. But yeah, go ahead.
They also re signed Mike Gesicki, the tight end.
Mm. Yeah.
He turned out to be a good find for them. And they re signed their defensive tackle, BJ Hill.
Mm.
He's a
Okay.
nice run stopping defensive tackle.
Yep.
And I like the Ravens too. They haven't really done much, but I like the sign
Yep.
of DeAndre Hopkins.
Yep. That was
Add another weapon to the offense, another receiver. He still has something left in the tank. Maybe him playing with Lamar Jackson. Maybe they'll add more juice to him or something.
yeah.
And
Mm.
he'll have a good quarterback. Finally playing with a good quarterback.
Yeah. Mm. Because I know with
Um,
last year.
go ahead.
Oh yeah, but I know with Mahomes last year, of course, he can. I said I don't think he could be as explosive as he wanted to be. So again, because I know Mahomes mostly goes through the tight ends mostly. Sometimes he has those out routes, and of course they have all the different schemes. With everything they do. But yeah, I think with Baltimore, he'll probably will throw out more.
Yep. And they also re-signed their offensive tackle Ronnie Stanley to a
Mm.
3-year, $60 million contract.
Yeah, protection.
He was one of the top free. Like he's number one. He was number one on most free agent list going into
Mm.
free agency. So
Okay.
and then I gotta agree with you with the Commanders too. I like what the Commanders did. With
Mm-hmm.
Debo Samuel, Again, Laramie Thompson, doing like building around the quarterback like you're supposed to do. So
Yeah.
we'll see what they do in the draft too. So they may not be done in
uh,
terms of draft. But also Bobby Wagner, he re-signed with them on a 1 year deal too. So
okay, perfect.
yep.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Which team you believe has taken a step back?
Yeah, I got a few. Like I said, I've been like what the Cowboys been doing with some of their moves, but not say taking a step back, but they still haven't improved their offense though. That's the big thing. I know they signed the running back from the Broncos, I think Javante Williams.
Yeah, Javante Williams.
Which again, he's still like it's still no consistent like this is gonna be our number one. You know, because I know they want to do all the different running backs, but I think it's not gonna work because it worked. When Dak and Zeke, that was the 1-2 punch, and one-two back. So it's like when you have different people. It was even Rico's like, why'd you let Rico go like that? It's kind of like he did really he had over 1,000 yards last year.
Yeah, he did.
So that's why I don't know why they let him go. So I think the Cowboys did take us again. I know they're improving their defense. I love that. But again, what are you doing to improve your offense though? I know you got Devontae Turpin, again, sign him. But again, I might take it back if they sign either Cooper Rush or they sign Stephon Diggs. Now if they do that, again, then it may be different, because especially if they do Cooper Cup, because again, he hasn't had any real major injuries. Diggs, he still come back from his was it ACL, Achilles, or was it? I forget.
ACL.
ACL. So, like I said, that's still time we have to wait on him to come back. But Cooper Cup again, still recently, he's still really good, very good, wide receiver. So, Cowboys is one. Outside the Falcons take a step back. They're not really doing anything really. The Falcons, they still keeping Kirk Cousins. So, they got that big contract deal with. They said they was trying to trade him away, but I wouldn't see who's really going to take him. I don't know. I really don't know. So, and then the 49ers, of course, oh man, all they stuff they're doing, oh my goodness, it's crazy. I said, yeah, hopefully Bone feels better, but man, hell, boy. We might be better than y'all this year.
Yeah, we might.
Could be.
Yep.
But man, yeah, the 49ers is trading all the pieces away and letting a lot of people go. It's like, man, I don't know what they're doing. I really don't know. And then my last one will be the Panthers, of course. Does not giving Bryce Young no help. Still in the offensive line. You saw again, he had some flash when he had some, protection, but he didn't have it most of the year though, because his offensive line was never, all synchronized, make sure he was protected. So yeah, so those are my four losers there. But well, not losers, but my the teams that take a step back for sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you on the 49ers. I got the 49ers. Like, you give away Debo, you let Drake Greenlaw go in free agency, have fun good. You
Mm-hmm.
cut, you cut the fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. I think you let one of your starting offensive linemen go. Like, what are you doing? They're probably gonna overpay Brock Purdy. I know that's one thing that they're going to do.
Yep,
But
they sure will.
now they're looking more like they were a contender, but now they're looking like maybe a fringe playoff team, maybe.
Yes.
So
Agree.
it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
49ers maybe be down bad for a while. So
For sure. So, ooh-wee. Good luck. Good luck, Christian McCaffrey.
my next team that I have, I'm going with.
mm.
I'm going with the Steelers because
Mm-hmm.
they don't have a starting quarterback right now,
Yeah.
and I know
Mm.
they re-signed Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph is a backup at best. Like,
Nope.
yeah, I had a
Hey.
conversation with somebody yesterday. I was like, just because they signed Mason Rudolph, they shouldn't be done hunting for a quarterback. Because
Yeah.
I was like, Mason Rudolph is a backup. He always been a backup throughout his career. So,
And she stay a backup.
yep. So until they get a starting quarterback in the building, I'm
Yeah.
having them take a step back. They're probably not gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I'm going to go with the Texans. I
Mm,
honestly just thought I was going to have a sophomore slump, but he did. He actually played pretty well. He played okay this season,
yeah,
but I think they're going to take a step back because they. I don't know what they're doing the offensive line. They're shuffling the offensive line. Uh, I like the signing of Chris. I like the trade of Christian Kirk.
yeah,
That's a little under radar trade.
yeah. That
You
was.
still have Joe Mixon, but you have Nico Collins. That's really all you really have at receiver,
Mm-hmm.
and you're probably not gonna bring back Stephon Diggs, and he's
Yep,
recovering from a torn ACL as well. And
yep.
also Tank Dill, he got surgery on his ACL a couple of
Damn.
weeks ago. He's out for the season, so
Man. Whew.
yeah, Texans
Down bad right now.
they're down bad offensive wise. I think defensive wise they'll be pretty good still.
Mm.
I like the CJ Gardner Johnson trade they made with the Eagles. I
Yeah, that
like
was a good
that.
one. Yeah, that was a good clutch one. So okay, sounds good.
Well, they give you one more team, one more.
Who else down bad? Processing it out. Uh
Yeah, I am processing.
oh. Who done messed up now?
I want to pick the Vikings, but they have a good roster, so I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. The thing, yeah, Vikings will be okay because I know if they try and build around McCarthy or not. So
The Rams, they're gonna be fine.
yeah, the Rams should be good. Even though Cooper Cup is gone, but you got that quarterback. So you think that's it?
Yeah, that's it. Because pretty much all the other teams, I think they're gonna stay what they are. They're not gonna really change much.
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yep. Is there anything else you want to add, Mr. G, before
Oh,
we go?
did you want to do the free agents real quick? Just pop in real quick.
Oh yeah. We could list a couple of free agents.
All right, we'll go back to back. So my first one is um, surprising Dante Fowler from Commanders. He's still a free agent. So again, he was he had he had a bit of a down year, but he had 10.5 sacks last year. But I think he's probably going to stay with Commanders though. Because I know they still need that pass rush as well. So that was one that was intriguing, Dante Fowler.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's still available. I was surprised the Commanders have re-signed him, like you said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what do you think? What we got?
I have Amari Cooper.
Yes,
Um,
I got that one too.
we all know he played with Buffalo last season.
Yeah.
Mid-season trade. I don't think he really had time to adjust to Buffalo.
Mm,
I think he was dealing with an injury too as well. So he didn't really play a lot of games with them. So I like to see somebody take a chance on him. He could be he could still I think he still be number one receiver. If not number one, he's a solid number two.
yeah, for sure. For sure. Yep. Another one I would say, of course, is probably one of the hottest names on the market right now is Cooper Cup. You know, with him, he's 31, but he seems still he's able to run those routes and make things happen out there. So of course, I want the Cowboys to have him. Of course, we want it all. We want to make sure they have everything.
Yeah, man.
But again. But I know again, I saw like the Seahawks again. I just got a notification the Seahawks want all in on them too. But I was like, I don't know why would you go there, but
Nah, I don't go to the Seahawks,
but
bro. He gonna get flamed
yeah,
up just like DeMarcus Lawrence. Come on.
yep, sure will be. I was like, oh no, please don't. But yeah, so Cooper Cup is definitely another big target right now. It's probably the hottest target probably right now. So what about anybody else for you?
Yeah, I got Sante Samuel Jr., cornerback from the Chargers. He's
Mm,
25 years old. When healthy, he's a good corner. He's
yeah,
a he's a good corner. A good man-to-man corner. He's not really uh good in press coverage, but he's good in man to
Mm-hmm.
man. He can also play in the slot too. He can play inside and outside corner. So yeah,
That's mhm.
and he's 25 years old. So like somebody need to take a swing on him. I don't know, Raiders, somebody, Cowboys.
Yeah. I like how you want to say Cowboys.
For 49ers. I mean, he'd be good for y'all. Y'all need a corner.
Yeah, as I say, yeah, everybody needs to get in, especially they said 25. Like, come on now, like he's still a lot. Again, if you do it was just a 1 year, and if he does well, continue on though. So I don't know. So okay, and then probably one of my last ones, J.K. Dobbins from the Chargers as well too, because he had a really good year last year too. It's kind of like he's only 26 too,
Ooh.
so it's kind of like I was surprised that he was still out on the market. He had a really good year, and the Chargers seemed like they were doing something and trying to build something over there, with their new coach, Harbaugh. So I'm surprised he not possibly gonna resign, or probably they go to like the Jets, maybe. They probably need another good, young running back over there. Of course, like Pittsburgh, something like that. So just have just some type of running game. Of course, Cowboys, we need one too. but but yeah, so J.K. Dow was my last one. So yeah, one more.
Yeah, man, I would have signed Dobbins over over
Oh, Williams.
Williams
Yeah.
or even Miles Sanders. Like, come on now. We all saw what Dobbins did with the Chargers. He had a pretty good season.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Come on now. Tripping. Come on, Jerry. What you doing?
All right, I have a defensive player, pass rusher. I have Aziz Ojolari,
Mm.
the pass rusher from the Giants. He's only 25 years old.
Oh wow.
He could have really seemed to like get going with the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
So I like for him to see if we could latch on with another team and that could help develop him. But he's
Yeah.
still young. He's 25. He could be a situational pass rusher for a contending team.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, something. Yeah, young again, defender again that still can have some development. So hey, somebody go take a chance.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah. So okay, sounds good. I did have one question for you.
Oh, go ahead, Mr. G.
So I say I know I'm getting coaching for basketball. So would you ever, in any aspect, would want to do anything with football? Because you're a person that's really in tune with football. So would you be like any coaching or anything with football analysts or anything like that you're be interested in later on in your life?
Yes. That's one of my dreams. Like if I'm not even a coach, I like to be an analysis in some capacity.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the game of football. I tried to play. It wasn't for me. Like, I'm not athletic enough. I'm not gifted with that ability, but
mm,
I've been watching football my whole life. So,
yeah,
you know, I I think somebody told me, I think it was in high school. I think it was either one of my teachers or somebody or a coach or somebody.
yeah.
They're like, I can see you coaching football in the future. And I was like, okay.
Mm,
So, all right. So,
okay. So would you rather be an analyst or a coach? You think?
mm, that's a good one. I feel like if the right opportunity would come along, I wouldn't mind coaching,
Mm,
but I'll say analysis because I like doing stuff like this, like recording videos. I know you probably see my little TikTok posts, Instagram post. I
yeah,
like
for
doing
sure.
those. I like breaking down the sports news, the breaking news.
Yep.
And I like dissecting it, like breaking it down, talking about it, giving like pros and cons of it. So
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And like you see, again, Stephen A. getting all that money, so the analyst is
yeah.
really profitable too. Like, I know it probably wasn't as back in the day, but again, especially because what everyone makes. So hopefully that does happen for you, Charm. So I say, and you continue to, do your thing, bro. But again, there's opportunities may come from this, so just keep going, bro.
Yep, I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. Mr. G is always supporting the show. He always
Sure.
commenting. He always giving us feedback, positive feedback. So
For sure.
appreciate you, Mr. G. Appreciate you having on the show. L is sick, y'all, if y'all was wondering. So My boy
Yeah.
down bad, but hopefully he'll come back strong. Hopefully he'll be here next week. So
Sounds good. Appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you having on the show, Mr. G. Continue to support us on our social media accounts. Continue to follow us, like, subscribe, comment at the end of this video, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Sir.